You're at McDonald's and you're craving a double cheeseburger. So you find yourself in front of one of these. Self-order terminals, or SOTs, are in almost every restaurant of the chain now. You start browsing and end up buying a big tasty bacon with fries and a Coke, plus nuggets and a McFlurry for dessert. Once you see your food in front of you,
What
you
have I
feel
done?
guilty.
The regret kicks in.
Ordered way more than you initially wanted. Many people have this experience at fast food
Everyone looks depressed.
restaurants. Since the introduction of SOTs, the average order has gotten bigger and bigger. But why? Today, we're going to talk about one of...
Chad, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that these terminals seem to be good for companies sort of makes me happy. Because that means I need to deal with people less, because these will spread. I like ordering off a machine.
the most used user interfaces in the world and its countless tricks to take as much money as possible from you.
People lose their jobs, I'm sorry.
McDonald's
You can work as a repairman of these machines instead.
is by far the most valuable fast food chain in the world. Its stock price has nearly quadrupled over the past 10 years.
I feel like McDonald's is on the cusp of falling off, though. I don't know. I feel like they've taken their lead position too granted now.
Today, there are more than 40,000 McDonald's restaurants around the world. Many of
Someone,
them
1 year from now? Someone remind me 1 year from now. Let's see if I'm right or wrong.
are so-called restaurants of the future. SOTs are a key factor in the success of the concept. With their large touchscreens, they look like giant double-sided smartphones. McDonald's is considered a pioneer in the fast food industry when it comes to these terminals. They tested the first SOTs in Europe in 2008. Today they can be found in almost all of its restaurants. Other chains like Burger King and KFC have followed suit. The terminals have supposedly increased McDonald's profits in Germany by about 15%.
Wow.
That's according to an insider who spoke to the German public broadcaster ZDF.
What the?
In 2018, former McDonald's CEO Steve Easterbrook confirmed that the terminals definitely increased profits. His main
It's because you want to buy that thing, but you see all the stuff around, or what? Or is it because it's always suggests you an extra right when you're about to check out?
reason, customers take significantly longer to place their order.
Oh.
But why would that be a good thing? Design influences our choices. Not only
It's no shame. That is true. Sometimes you're at this machine and you're like, yeah, I want this and that. And there's someone else next to you and they're like, oh, get that thing as well. You're like, ah, okay, fine. You know what? Yeah, let's get this one as well. You know? Whereas if you're talking to a person, you don't want to keep on adding on shit like that once you've indicated you're done.
McDonald's, but also in our everyday life. You'd probably go for this watch rather than this one. Holzkern watches are made from natural materials such as
smooth
wood
ad.
and marble. They only use FSC certified wood or residual wood from the furniture industry. Holzkern has a collection of over 1,000 products you can choose from. This watch, for example, is made of walnut wood and marble. This silver ring is made with Hawaiian koa wood, and this necklace has marble embedded. The quality of these pieces is excellent, and the natural components make each one unique. With the link in the description, with the code FERN, you can get an exclusive 10% discount
I don't
on your
like the word licious when I'm talking about a man.
Thanks, Andy, for the 16 months.
first order. Thanks to free express shipping, it will be with you within
can hold
2
for
to
2x.
5 days. There's even a 24-day money-back guarantee. Feel free to check out Holzkern.
Cool.
Let's take a closer look at the example from the beginning. To recap, you only wanted to order a double cheeseburger when you entered the store. In the main menu, you are presented with inviting images of burgers. The more expensive items, like the double hamburger royale, are especially eye-catching. On the left, you can find the different food categories. Here, McDonald's is setting a so-called reference value. Going forward, you'll subconsciously compare other items to these expensive ones. Even if you don't go for the pricier burgers, the double cheeseburger now seems pretty affordable.
Smart.
This makes you more likely to upgrade the cheap burger. We've just seen 2 examples of nudging. Nudges are designed to influence our behavior by presenting options in different ways. Sometimes they are subtle and sometimes more obvious. In this case, the icons on the side are much smaller than the prominently placed menus in the center. More space on the interface demands more of your attention. The same thing happens once you enter the submenu. The big burgers are at the top and the cheaper ones are at the bottom. It's like a supermarket shelf. You have to bend down or scroll down to see the cheap stuff. The more expensive items are at eye level. As a result, you don't even notice the double cheeseburger because of all the juicier burgers on top. The big tasty bacon in particular is just too tempting to resist.
Bacon.
Make it a meal? Yeah, why not? Fries and a Coke, let's go. Should you get the McMenu small or the regular McMenu for just 50 cents more?
What the fuck is a McMenu?
Of course, the regular then. Anything else? Cheeseburger? Nope. Nuggets? Yeah, you're in the mood for that. The colorful animation you see when you make the purchase isn't random.
Yippee!
It's there to reward you and make you feel good about adding things to the cart.
Great job eating more burgers.
Next, the terminal doesn't take you to the checkout. It just takes you back to the menu. Now that you're looking at it, a dessert would be nice too. Why not get a McFlurry? Wait, how much is that now in total? Oh, down here. It's 19.97 euros. This trick is called a dark pattern. Dark patterns are designed to get users to do things that aren't in their best interests. This is done by presenting information in a way that isn't neutral or by leaving things out on purpose. A classic example would be the colored accept all cookies button, while it may take several clicks to select only necessary.
Yeah, this is so many websites now. You have to like expand the menu. And then often you gotta click every single checkbox as well, right?
The terminal interface is similar whilst less extreme. The total amount is hidden in a tiny corner of the large screen. Standing in front of it,
That's
you have
illegal
to
in
actively
EU,
look
really?
down to find the price. For McDonald's, maximizing the average
see it all
order
the time.
value is a key business strategy. But for you, the price should be a minor detail next to all the colorful products. In a statement to us, McDonald's Germany states the screens are as big as they are to present information as clearly and appealing as possible. They are also designed for accessibility. Now, it's finally time to pay. And here, another nudge. This time, the nudge is meant to motivate you to pay by card. You only see a smaller button for the option to pay in cash at the register. There are a few reasons for this. When you pay by card, you're more likely to make impulse purchases and spend more money overall. Plus, the two-sided order terminals let more people order.
But you've already locked in your amount you're spending here, though. Why would that matter?
At the same time. Up to 70% of customers leave when there are more than 7 people in line.
Peace.
You pay almost 20 euros for a thick menu, nuggets, and a dessert. In total, 2,300 calories.
You could
Once
change your
the food
mind
is in
counting
front of you,
bills.
and even more so after you devoured it all without mercy, you ask yourself, how did this happen again? The interface is a prime example of upselling. During the order process, you were tricked or at least subtly manipulated into buying more than you originally
Post-eating
intended.
clarity.
Instead of a double cheeseburger, you end up with the big tasty menu and those nuggets on top. In many small steps, the terminal
Level
repeatedly
up.
confronted you with moments of comparison. These comparisons create subconscious pressure. Each step in the ordering process seemed rational to you at the time. You may have even thought you were getting a bargain. But imagine you had the following choice: a double cheeseburger for 3.50 euros or a meal plus nuggets and ice cream for 19.97 euros.
Why did he say this was 350? It's clearly not 350.
You probably would have chosen the single burger. This example is of course slightly exaggerated, but making meals bigger is important for McDonald's.
He read the
margin on a
97
single
perfectly.
burger is low. Only when you add drinks, fries, and ice cream, your order becomes really profitable.
Don't worry, you can't ever add ice cream anyway. It's McDonald's.
For the chain. Those add-ons are cheap to buy and
What is
easy
this?
to prepare.
I've never seen this
That's
footage.
why the menu is crucial for McDonald's. It works on the principle of bundling. The price is based on the most expensive
McDonald's
product,
psyop?
like the Big Tasty. For McDonald's, the additional drinks and fries make the offer worthwhile. At the same time, for the customer, it appears to
Isn't this one of the highest markups they have? Are the soft drinks or nah?
be a bargain, as the items in the bundle are much cheaper together than if they were purchased separately.
For real, for real?
Cross-selling also plays an important role in menu
This is why you should only buy food at IKEA.
management. The SOT suggests additional products to you. That's much more effective than the usual
Would you like some fries with that?
at the counter. There are no social pressures, often no queue behind you, no one watching. Often customers stand back to back in front of the terminals. And that's how you ended up with nuggets you
IKEA food is crazy value.
on buying. McDonald's Germany confirmed that the average order size at their SOTs was slightly higher than at the counter. What slightly means in the definition remains unclear.
It's not my fault I can't drink, because you can't take the fucking lid off the bottle anymore.
Asked for a ratio but received no answer. In 2015, the fast food company reported to have served more than 69 million customers every day in over 100 countries. About half of all orders were placed through the order terminals. This makes the McDonald's terminal one of the most used interfaces in the world, probably only surpassed by TikTok, Instagram, and such. McDonald's could...
They could start selling ad space on it. I guess that would kind of counteract their interest, maybe. Depends on what ads they sell.
Actually collect a ton of data
What do you
every
mean push
day.
it flat?
Data which they could use, for example, for A/B testing. Customers could randomly be shown different versions of buttons, like different sizes, colors, or wordings. Or some customers might see a recommendation for 6-piece nuggets, while others might see 9-piece nuggets. With these tests, McDonald's could continuously optimize the UI based on millions of data points to squeeze.
And then eventually they will teach it to identify you, and it knows exactly what tickles your pickle.
Out the maximum amount of additional items purchased. It could be anything from the exact size of the sidebar to the color of the salad leaves or the way the desserts are arranged.
I don't think I've ever had a McDonald's salad in my entire life.
McDonald's Germany told us that they don't do A/B testing in Germany. They could not tell us whether the company does such tests in other countries and referred us to McDonald's Global. We asked McDonald's Global.
When you scan the McDonald's app, they know.
So far, they didn't respond.
That reminds me of, this was many years ago now. It was some grocery store, right? In the US, I think, that knew when women were pregnant before the women even knew sometimes. Parents were upset because they found out. But it was like, yeah, so what happened was that women, it was all an algorithm looking at behavioral patterns. And for example, women would start buying chocolate or other things they craved. And then the algorithm would start suggesting them diapers. And then we're like, wait, why are you suggesting diapers? I don't have a kid. And
he wants me to fake laugh at his shitty joke.
And then it turns out they were. Oh, yeah, it was Target. That's right. It was Target. I don't know if this was like something that happened many times. At least happened once, right? Maybe it was just a one-off. But AJO, thanks for the 3 months. I feel motivated to do my chores, and I appreciate your stream as my background audio today. Smile. Don't be uninteresting, please. Oh, I'll try to be as interesting as I can. For you. Anyway, kind of neat. Counterpoint. Ooh. They didn't figure out she was pregnant. And the one article that said they did was silly and bad. Oh, shit. Anyway, just a big side note. Regardless of if it's true or not, there's definitely websites that like look at what you buy and then, or stores that look at what you buy and then suggest based off of that.
The US and UK have tested the terminals in their countries for us. The user interface seems to be pretty similar. It's probably safe to assume that the techniques discussed in this video come into play in McDonald's restaurants in one way or another all over the world. There's no doubt that SOTs improve the customer experience. They save time and make the whole process more chill, a real blessing for introverts. And you don't have to worry about being judged at the register if you want to treat yourself to a big meal with 2 desserts. But SOTs have a downside.
If you want to get a big smoke, what kind of order?
Too. They are explicitly designed for you to maximize your bad choices. The techniques used are not unique by any means, but often invisible at first glance. You might think this is all so see-through and you're not influenced by little nudges or dark patterns. But people are. Otherwise, these terminals wouldn't be this effective. And a giant conglomerate like McDonald's...
it's a numbers game. It only needs to work on 0.01% of all customers, and that immediately becomes a lot, right? There's a best of internet daily dotes. There's the new unusual memes. This thing looks insane.